Like and subscribe in 5 seconds, or you will have bad luck for the rest of your life. Hi, and welcome back to Internet Purpose. In this video, we will be taking a look at flights that went horribly wrong. Make sure you watch the whole video because the clip of MrBeast is crazy. In this first clip, we have everyone's worst nightmare, where a plane has a malfunction and has to make an emergency landing. The problem is that the plane had nowhere to go except crash into the water right below. You guys have to see how this all ends.
Those passengers don't know it yet, but they are seconds away from experiencing the worst fear of every air traveler. Suddenly, the alarm sounds. The plane is going down, spiraling into the ocean.
You guys got to see how this ends.
A mad scramble as water fills the inside of the plane.
The plane just hits the water, and everyone has to make an emergency exit. Will the people survive this tragedy?
Survivors going for the exits. Clinging to anything they can get their hands on.
Everybody okay?
Throughout the 3-minute ordeal, Ferdinand Fuentes' camera never stops rolling, even as the plane begins to...
Next, we have this crazy moment where this skydiver nearly got hit by a plane. So these two skydivers jumped out of a plane, and the plane they had just jumped out of nosedived straight down. You guys have gotta see how lucky these people were. They just opened their parachute and the plane nearly went crashing right into them. This is crazy! Next, we have this moment where a bird flew into the plane's engine and caused a major problem. This is horrifying, because the people in the ship heard a massive clog and everyone started freaking out. But you guys gotta watch till the end. Watch the engine closely, because a bird accidentally flies into it. Next, we have one of the scariest moments ever as passengers witness the wing of the plane burn into flames. This could go so wrong, because that flame could turn into a massive explosion. You guys got to watch what happens the second the wing started burning on fire. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure the plane is already on the ground, but comment down below what you think happened. These passengers are all terrified following safety protocol before the plane actually blows up, taking all their lives. However, this doesn't end here. Keep watching.
My bag. I forgot my bag. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Wow.
Next, we have this guy that films his last moments on a plane, but keep on watching because the MrBeast clip is coming up soon. Anyways, during this guy's plane ride, his window shattered and it started sucking everything out of the plane. But one guy does something straight out of a movie and you gotta see what happens.
About 20 minutes into the flight, I hear a loud boom. And as you can imagine, everyone on the plane was kind of zoned out and doing their own thing, and you hear this boom. And I think everybody's immediate thoughts were, did you just hear that? You know? And then we felt a shaking. And then a few moments later, the oxygen masks deploy across the entire cabin. Then I started seeing things kind of blown out the window.
So the plane window literally exploded, and this guy thinks it's his last moments alive. But you gotta see what happens.
As you could probably imagine, panic ensued, especially amongst the passengers. As they were taking care of her and the nurse was doing CPR, this guy puts himself in front of that hole. And the hole wasn't massive. It was just, it's still a big hole. But putting himself in that position so that the wind wouldn't be so violent and that woman could be cared for a little bit more. And I distinctly remember his hands being like very bloodied. And I couldn't tell if it was the woman who was bleeding or if it was him bleeding from all the broken glass. The crew or the passengers and people around him are literally pulling her back into the plane.
Next, we have MrBeast. Subscribe if you love MrBeast, because I want to see who his true fans are. So, MrBeast and his friends were driving back home after a day of working on videos, when his friend literally passed out at the steering wheel. This was a really scary moment, which could have easily taken MrBeast's life. You definitely have to see this for yourself.
Let me hook you with this, okay? It's a story about the time I almost died. We're just listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with David Blaine. We're at the part where like Joe stabs him in the bicep. We're loving it.
Yep.
And I'm just listening, sitting there. And then my friend driving, which I don't even really want to name his name because I want to embarrass him.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he just says, "Can we pull over to a gas station? I don't feel too good." And I'm like looking at the road, and I turn and look to my left, and his head's just bobbling, and he's just like,
Wait, is he driving?
yeah, down the highway, and he's just like dead.
What are you talking about?
Like his arm just went limp like that. He just said that.
The guy driving the car?
Yeah.
He gave you one warning, then fell asleep.
Well, it wasn't even like a warning.
Not even a warning. Just like, hey.
I don't feel so good. And then I look over and he's just like this. Oh. And so it's him driving. I'm just going to call him Andrew because I don't want to put him on blast. And then my friend Tyler's sitting behind him. So I instantly am like, this. And he's not waking up. And a few seconds go by. And then Tyler in the backseat literally punches him in the head. His head just goes to the side.
MrBeast did some weird challenges you might have never even heard of. Click on the screen to watch now.